Hello, it's Bill McKenzie here. I'm going to be showing you today about how you can set up for a parent interview process. And to get started, I want to give you a 10,000 foot view so that you get a sense of what we're going to try and accomplish. And then we'll dive into a few pieces just to make sure that you can see how it's done. Okay, so the first piece that I want to really share with you is that we're going to leverage Google Calendar, we're going to leverage Google Meet, and we're going to use the existing parent-teacher booking system to share, to schedule our meets and to also put our links in there to the different meets. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to create 2 meet sessions in Google Calendar, and then we're going to alternate between those 2 meets as you meet with parents. So you'll have one session that will, one Google Meet calendar event that will be for the 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th interview, and then for the 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 8th interview, you'll use a different Google Meet. Preferably using a different computer for each one of those, and the intent here is to stop parents from accidentally overlapping and interrupting your meetings. So how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to do that first by getting into Google Calendar, and I'm going to show you that now. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to go to my calendar, and I'll just bring this down a little bit so you can see it, and I'm going to create. Here we go. And I'm going to call this Parent Interview 1. Okay? And then I'm going to set it up so that it starts for the Thursday evening and it runs, well, I'm going to make it all day, and I'm going to make it run until the 27th. So I'll just have it go all day. It doesn't really matter, but that just sort of, for logical sense, will work. You're not going to add any guests. Okay, so just leave that blank, and then add. You have to actually add the conference or the meet so that you end up getting this little link in here, and I'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, so now you've done the essentials of what you need to do. That is, you've given a title, you've made it an all day, and you've scheduled it over that time. You haven't added any emails, you've created a link here, and now we're just going to save. Okay, so if I go to the 27th, you're going to see that shows up right here. Okay? All right, so now I'm going to repeat, I would repeat that process, creating one that's called Parent 2, right? Now I've got both of those. So in each case, they have a Google Meet link associated with them, and what I need to do is I need to copy that link now and be able to paste that into my parent interview time. So I'm going to open up that calendar appointment. See if I can bring that over. How can I do that? There we go. And now you can see if I hover over here, what we get is this little copy symbol here. And if I just leave my mouse there for a second, it should probably come up. Oh, it's not. But anyway, we're going to copy that. Okay, so now I have a copy. And what I need to do now is I need to open up my parent-teacher booking thing, which I already conveniently have logged in here, and I am going to now go into location, and in this location field I'm going to paste that link that I just created, and then I have to click on save. And I'm going to leave the next one blank and go to the third one, and I'm going to repeat that process again. Click on link, and then I'm going to go to the next one, click on there, and so on, and so on, and so on. And now I'm going to go back to my calendar event here, because I just did the first one, interview 1, right? So I'm going to get out of that, just close that, and now I'm going to go to the second one, and I'm going to create that calendar. I'm going to get the link, right, by copying it. Okay, so I did that, and now I'm going to come back up, and now I'm going to go here, and so I did the odd numbers before, now I'm going to do the even numbers. So I'll click inside there, save, click inside here, save, and so on. Now if I refresh my screen, watch what happens to these, right? Like it looks like it's a link, but not quite yet. But when you refresh the screen, and I'm going to do that right now, so it's just going to flip a little bit here. Okay? And what you're going to see is now that those links are active, and it'll take you right to the meet. And what's great about that is that will be visible to parents as well as for you. So on the day of the meet, that's really all you have to do is just go to that appointment schedule, and that link will be there for you. Okay? That is 90% of what you need to know. Let's go back and take a look at the agenda for today, for this little session, and see if I can get a little bit further along. Okay, there's also information that you can send home. So support parents here, that's the actual information when they get into the booking system. But there is also support here for how parents can log in. So this document here, which will be attached in this video, will allow you to do that.